Welcome back to the channel, folks, and to another battle report, and it's going to be a St Valentine's Day massacre, because this is St Valentine's Day, and what better way to show that you really love your wife than getting the hell out of her way. And there's a lot of infantry in this game, so there's going to be a bit of a massacre, I think. Before we get started, folks, just a reminder about Operation Saltire, the Scottish Flames of War Nationals. This is an official event as such. You're going to get the 2024 tournament objective, and we've got some great prize support coming from Overlord Games and Frontline Terrain. Check out all the links in the description below that will tell you everything you need to know about the event. So if you're looking for more information on Operation Saltire, get in touch. Otherwise, sign up, folks, and we'll hopefully see you there. But let's go over and have a look at the lists now and the mission. Right, Peter, what have you brought today?
I've got a Bagration Hungarian army. So it's an infantry formation, HQ, and then I've got 3 infantry platoons, 7 stands plus Panzerschreck and an HMG in each of them, and they've got 1 Panzerfaust each. And then within the formation, I've got small anti-tank guns.
45 mils?
40 mils, I think.
40 mils, right.
And then 3 Pack 40s, 4 mortars, and that's the formation. And then in support, I have some 100mm artillery, plus a spotter, some some armoured cars, and 3 Panzer 470s. So they're allied, they're Germans.
Yeah.
So they're allied.
And these guys are all, what, basically careful,
Confident, trained. Confident, yeah.
Any weird units cards or any such thing?
Have I got any weird card? No. I've got one lucky.
A lucky card, okay. Probably going to need it. So here is today's Soviet formation, or Soviet force rather, because there's 2 formations in it. Both of them are from the Soviet Berlin book. First of all, over here we've got a red banner formation, which has got 2 smaller sized platoons but with Fausts, heavy machine guns attached to them too. The HQ obviously, no Fausts though, can't spend all those points on Fausts, and 6 120mm mortars. So that's hard hitting, re-rolling misses, not too bad. And then for the other formation, it's a forward detachment, but it's not using all of the weird and wonderful things you can put into a forward detachment. I like this because you could get Hero T-34-85s and Hero motor rifles. So we've got HQ, 2 platoons of 4, and then a large platoon of the motor rifles with the Fausts, and then 6 80mm mortars as part of the formation. So I mean, they're quite chunky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platoons. That's, you know, like formations that are not going to just fall apart quick. And then 160mm mortars at the back. So you're probably saying, what's the deal with all the mortars? Well, just because I could easily, for instance, drop 2 heavy machine guns, drop them, and have 122 mils. Or I could spend those points maybe on some more T-34s, ordinary type T-34s, maybe 76s. So there's a bit more tanks running around. But what I'm thinking with this is, it's an infantry force. It's likely to be doing a lot of defending. So these guys are good for defending because they are careful, they are fearless and veteran. So the biggest threat to them is going to be artillery. So if I've got all these artillery, though the range isn't great on them, but if I've got all these artillery pieces, I can perhaps neutralise the opponent's artillery and force them to get in close where they can use their 2 Fausts each per turn, as well as a fearless motivation and generally hitting things in assault. That's the plan anyway. And then we've got this nice mobile force with potentially a good attacking unit here because it's larger. Now these guys are aggressive, so maybe needs to be larger, but they hit on a 2 in assault or a 3 with their Fausts. So it's got something going for it. It's a bit of balance to it, but it clearly is going to depend on what they come up against. If it's lots of tanks, then these are not going to have a huge effect on tanks. They and they can bail tanks out, but that's about it really. Half-tracks and so on they can kill, but tanks maybe not so much, but tanks will have to deal with them, and will have to deal with these guys when it comes to the assault. It wouldn't necessarily be a well-balanced force split into reserves, because it would likely to be that lot in reserve. So no anti-tank guns on the table to start. That could be a problem, but maybe you just got to keep your head down, bring your opponent in, and then these guys coming in, clobbering them in the side with their good 12-inch tactical. So there you go, folks. A mixture of careful and aggressive, but these guys hit hard in assault, hit even harder in assault. So today's mission is bypass. This is a version where the defender is actually defending. They don't have any objectives to take. You can see the objective marker will go in here and here. The defender will choose one side basically to defend. The attacker can choose which side to attack from. Special rules are meeting engagement for the attacker, and ambush for the defender, and then the scattered reserves you can see. So what are the challenges in this? Well, first of all, the attacker's got an immediate engagement in the first turn, so I'm not going to be using any artillery or such likes. Everything firing at moving rate of fire. That's an issue for me in this particular game, because I will have to let the Hungarian artillery get the jump on my artillery, and I'm hoping the artillery will actually be key for me. Now, for the defender, you've got a real problem in that there's an objective over here, and you could rely on just reserves arriving right at the start in the right place to come on to it, but you can't, which means they have to come from here over to here, or hope to get reserves in time. If that doesn't happen, it can be a very bad experience for the defender, as I know I played a game against Peter where I just ran really quick moving T-34s with a cross-country dash onto the objective. Infantry couldn't get over. Reserves arrived turn 3, had one turn of shooting at my T-34s, didn't kill them, and that was the end of the game. You know, so it can be tricky for the defender. The attacker, well, it's tricky in as much as they have to go past this zone here where they could be getting shot at on the side, but you know, they've got everything on the table at the start, so it is possible, depending on terrain and deployment, that they could just rush this objective. So I think it's probably a easier one still in this version of the mission, easier one for the attacker rather than for the defender. And on that note, I should point out there's no minefields for the defender here either.
Okay, for reserves, what I've chosen is my Panzer 470s, 3 of them, my 4 armoured cars, and an infantry platoon. So they can be coming on either here, here, here. I don't know. In ambush, I've got 3 Pak 40s, and then so I've got 1 infantry platoon here, and 1 infantry platoon here, artillery here, mortars here, and some small anti-tank guns here, and a big artillery over here.
Objective underneath them.
Yes, yes. It could be a bit of a lottery where my reserves come on. I would like my infantry to come on over there,
yeah,
but that might not happen. So I think I'm a bit vulnerable for Frank to rush for that objective.
Fortunately for you, you've got this big lump of terrain in the way. Mm-hmm. So the only way I could take advantage of my really quick move is to go right beside you, which is probably not very clever. So that'll slow my guys down a bit. As you can see, folks, I've chose to attack this end and attack from here. Part of my reason being that this side here's got more cover, for instance, for my infantry, but the upper floors, there's more upper floors of buildings directly looking down onto that than there is over here, and there's even a wee bit of hard cover for me to start and move into. So that's why I chose that end. It's also got a good hill to observe from, possibly shoot from, and in my deployment it's just like, where do I put all the mortars? Keeping them behind the hill, keeping these guys out of the range of the medium mortars that behind that house there. These guys, they may not all be out of range of the medium mortars, but they can see up there towards the artillery. So they might be able to do their role, which I'm hoping, which is pin down the artillery to allow my infantry to move up. So I've got 1 platoon here. heavy machine guns in this house. He's going to probably end up staying there. Another platoon here. Sorry, this is the red banner, guys. The HQ's up here as a starting point. And then over here, I've got the forward detachment. Now, each tank has got one base of infantry on it as a passenger, except these two, they've got an additional one, which is the HQ and the commissar. And the idea there is for them to make a quick dash up to here. The tanks will keep working through as best they can using crosshairs, and infantry will hopefully be able to keep up with them, though they're going to be a big target. You know, mortars, for instance, will not be able to get them, but they will be able to get the infantry on top of them. So it's a bit of a risk, but you know, you can't just sit about when you've got infantry, or they're not going to get anywhere. So that's us deployed. We'll tidy up the tabletop and come back for turn one. Turn one. Soviet turn one movement. So I've got to watch out for an ambush. Peter's helping out with just marking his deployment zone. My T-34s will be very vulnerable, so I'm just moving them up behind the terrain as much as possible so that I can take as much cover from that as possible, and potentially as well stay at long range. But you can see that just big lump moving up the bottom of the screen together there. On the top of the screen there, you can see one of the red banner platoons just getting themselves into the building, so they've got some bulletproof cover, and see if anything can be developed from that point. And then the centrally placed red banner platoon is going to move a few bases up to the field just to the front, just to try and drive away any potential ambushes from that area. You know, force them into longer range, because if they do drop an ambush out there, they may well be vulnerable to my infantry assaulting them. So my main attack is really going to try to push through the factories and onto the objective at the wood, because I feel my infantry would just get shot to bits a bit too easily trying to get into that town where all the infantry are well dug in. Soviet turn one shooting, folks. Well, my game plan's kind of not getting off to a good start because of the meeting engagement for myself. So my mortars and everything are just going to have to take the pain next turn. Just seeing who's in range now. What have we got? We've got two bases at the end of that, and a heavy machine gun that'll be in longer range. So there'll be two dice coming from that house. I'm targeting your heavy machine gun. I will be separate because nope. And the heavy machine gun, nope. And then this heavy machine gun might as well have a go, but it'll need sevens because of the range. That one there against two possibles. No. Now, if these guys got the range, no. Right, and that's going to be it really. My T-34s, I could roll and hope for miraculous sevens against heavy machine guns, but I'm not going to bother. That is going to be it for Soviet turn one.
Okay, Hungarian first turn starting step. So I will pop my ambush. My pack 40s are coming on, and then this is for reserves. I don't think nothing special.
No.
Nothing. So reserves. Gets reserves.
Right. So what's it going to be?
I think I've got to put my infantry on.
Right.
So whatever.
So 1, 2.
I think 1,
is
2
that corner
there. 3,
over there.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
So 3.
The worst place for the infantry, to be honest, but
Well, it gives it. Maybe they can get across there.
you'll have time.
Time.
But I don't know about getting dug in.
Is it in the corner? Is it 16 inches? Or
I think so. We'll double check, folks. Hungarian turn one movement. Well, we're going to start with the deployment of the ambush here, and Peter he's been pushed a bit further back because of the presence of my infantry, and he's just trying to squeeze them into the deployment zone because it's right on the edge there, and they can't stick the guns on top of hedges and such likes, but he can get them in a good firing position to dominate that flank. And then the infantry that arrived in the top right corner, they can start within 16 inches off that corner. They are dashing, and he's got a nice clear cross-country route that he can take, and then successfully doing a follow me. So he's actually making good progress towards that objective. That's where he really wants these infantry to be.
Hungarian turn 1 shooting. We're going to start with the ambush pack 40s.
Right, 2 of them are concealed, 1's in the open, so the concealed will be 5s. Oh wait a minute, it's 2 platoons, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right.
We'll go for the 4 in front.
4 in front, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right.
So what the 2 that are in
2 and 4s?
2 and 4.
Oh sorry, 2 dice on 4, sorry.
Yep, 2 dice and 4. 1
One hit, and then the other one's
5.
Yep.
1.
Right, so I'm going to try you want to put them on to the ones
let's do that, yes.
So I'll try mistake and target that one first. Yeah, and then the other one, no. Right, so in attack 12 man will go to 7, and then another one will be on that guy there, right? So I'll do him first. I'll just move it so we can actually see him and him. So him first. No. Right, so what's that? No, that would be 11, and then that guy. Yes, he's actually bouncing it. So chance to kill. He's a goner. Right. 1 infantry on him.
Yep.
He's okay. Sure.
He can jump onto another tank if he wants to. How many can go on a tank?
You can get bucket loads on a tank, to be honest. But we'll come back to that because there could be issues motivation-wise. Because I think if you're in a destroyed transport, you get pinned. In fact, I want to put him there. Right. Okay. Mortar's going to try and range in over here.
Yes, let's try the mortars over there.
Good for range. You'll be able to plonk that down outside the train and get everybody, I reckon.
So I am just
trained.
Absolutely sure I'm trained.
See.
Just in case.
So this is the mortars behind the house ranging in on these guys.
First attempt. Nope. Second attempt.
Right, so roll to hit. Let me see. Start with that tank. Yep. Second attempt. Yep. You're allowed to miss. Wait.
Yes.
Another one. God, you only missed one. That's bad. And then the guy on foot.
I'm going to get him one.
Right, so the guy on foot, oops, sorry, he's okay. The guy next to him is okay. The guy next to him is cocked. He's okay. Next guy, he's a corner. This guy, he's cocked. He's okay. 2 is okay. 1 and then 2. Right, 1 away. So 2 died there. 2 dead. I'm going to mark that. Make sure that seeing as I'm not on the table, got to make sure put them away in fragile place.
And I can't damage tanks, so I can't even build tanks.
No, that's not what you were doing. You were just like clobber those poor infantry. Right, okay, so they're pinned. For definite enemy. Right, your other.
Let's see who I can actually see here. So I could get. I'll try those 3.
Right, going to range in against these guys.
That there.
So there's no terrain.
So first attempt again, looking for more than 1. Second attempt again.
Right, okay, so we'll do it in line 1, 2, 3.
Right, so first one is hit. No.
Second one in line saves, but they're pinned.
He's ranged in there. Anything else? Do I want to shoot with heavy machine guns?
Well, those guys at a long range. You might have some. You have from him, but you might be in range.
Yeah, I think he's moved.
Yeah, I think he is. Anybody in there?
Yeah, there's 1.
Right. So.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's shoot him.
So he's got the range. So there's 3 bases who are concealed and 1 in the open. Now I'm careful, so it'll be 5 for the concealed guys, 4 for the open.
Right, so who's it?
This is come from here, folks, sorry.
So I've got 3 teams in there.
1 is not concealed and 2 are concealed. He's got the range too.
Let's check it. Okay, so the one in the bottom, or 2 in the bottom, right?
Looking for 5s.
Nope. And then 2 in the top, 1 hit.
Okay.
Saves. I'm not sure, I think he's got range.
I think he has.
Yeah. So we've been 5s as well.
Yeah.
Nope. And then
And then
HMG.
he's at long range, so we're going 6s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 hit.
Stay alive, guys. Right.
Do I shoot with the range of 24. He's can't see that. You can go this way. He's into just that range. So those 2 will shoot
Right.
using the 40 millimeter, so they get 2 shots each. And that'll be 6s again.
Cocked.
Yep. Anything else?
And you can maybe have a go with the guys who moved into the houses over there.
I don't know whether I want to.
Bulletproof covers, so you won't do much to them.
What have I got? I've got 1, 2, 2, and yeah, that's I think they've got all got the weight. They have to shoot in there.
Yeah.
Right, so let's. Those will shoot into there.
Right. You've got a heavy machine gun in 2
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
Shooting at that house. 5 to hit.
So that's 10 shots.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
You said it's supposed to be 2. Oh, 5. You wee bugger, you. Right, so how many's in here? What have we got? 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom. You want to double up in the commissar?
Yes.
Right, I'll try mistaking target. 2. So doubling up on an ordinary guy is okay. And the commissar is not okay. And then I'll just do 2 more ordinary guys. Right, 5 per in the commissar.
Nope.
And an ordinary guy.
Oh, yeah, gets him.
What's supposed to happen? These Russians are supposed to be hard to kill.
Just out. And that will. Well, he may as well have a shot at these guys.
Yeah, on you go.
Range.
6s.
6s. Gets him.
Okay. I just built another guy. Oh, it's a heavy machine gun in there. I'll try mistake target. I do. Stick on another guy and he passes. Turn 2. Soviet turn 2 start step. Try to unpin these. They've got the formation HQ with them. And they do. They want 20mm mortars. They do. And then over here, whoops, sorry, in that house, they do. So everyone's unpinned, but they've not really got many options over on that side, folks, so I'll see what I can do perhaps for the T-34s. Soviet turn 2 movement is going to be concentrated on the bottom of the screen here, folks. The infantry on the tanks are going to dismount and move into the factory. I'm also going to stick a couple of the T-34s who are most exposed to the ambush behind the factory. That includes the formation HQ, just to keep him nice and safe. And then my central red banner platoon, they're going to move across to support the attack on the factory. I'm just going to try and hold the flank with my other platoon, maybe protect the mortars, that's like on the top of the screen there. The middle one's going to come over, support the T-34s, because once again I'm not going to move safely over the open terrain into that built up area with the infantry. So we've done 2 shooting. I'm going to start with my mortars over in the corner. They're going to try and range in on the artillery behind there. So, yes. That'll do. That'll do. I think it's probably just, unless there's people in the houses.
Yeah, there's.
But I need to, my line of sight needs to be near the edge of the table.
You're coming from that.
Yeah, so I reckon it probably just
to get
hits
all the guns, you'd probably miss the infantry.
Right, so 1, right, okay, yep. Nope. No. Yep. But always remember, folks, because I always forget, reroll misses.
Because of 6 though.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't just reroll 2s, that's not the nature of a reroll.
So, this guy.
Right. Nope.
And the other guy.
Don't roll 1s either. 6 and 4, 2 away.
Oh, gee, didn't last long.
No, I'm surprised. I'm sorry. Can be effective, I suppose, but not usually so effective so quick.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So
that should be there.
that's on top of them, right. So then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my company HQ to spot for the mortars and range in on your ambush platoon.
Okay, yeah. Can you get? No, you can't get without terrain, can you?
No, there'll be terrain there. This is the big mortars. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. Every time it's the
You probably get 2 infantry there as well.
top floor, bottom floor. I don't want them. Right, let me think. Yep, so the top floor, bottom floor have been hit.
Top.
It's fine.
Bottom. Oh,
He's away.
is that the bottom?
Yeah. See, they're the ones you want to get hitting for because they've got a 2 up firepower, which is lovely. But ranging in is not enough. You've got to hit them. So my 120mm mortars are going to go for them too. 5 attempt. So it'll be, I'd imagine, the same spot. It'll be available. So the guys in the house, upstairs, yep. And then 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So 10 attempts, that's only the middle one being hit.
So the guy upstairs.
Upstairs is okay.
And then.
The one is, but I've got to reroll my misses. I've got 6 of them. First one.
Oh, right. So
that was
another 2 hits. Another hit.
That was a 6 knocked over my 2. So the first guy's hit as well.
So.
And he's okay. So just the middle one, me doing a firepower on. 3's enough because they're 120mm.
Okay.
Right. So there's 2 ranged down there. So that's all of them. So I've still got some infantry. I've got heavy machine gun having a go back at your heavy machine gun.
Okay.
Heavy machine gun, 24 inches. Right.
So you got Zach mean you can get him?
Yeah, he can have a go at him. 1, 2, 3,
So 4, 5, 6.
no hits. Right, the other one is going to have a go at is he within 24 inches of one of your artillery?
Is he in here?
Yeah, I think he even got line of sight because that house has been moved.
I think he's got line of sight. But no, that's 24 inches.
Right, okay. I'm going to go for these guys, try and get that heavy machine gun there. And then I'll add the rest of the platoon on after I've done him. Is that short or long range?
That is
long.
Long, yeah.
So that's no hits. Then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 other shots coming out of those 2 houses. These will be at short range going for this side, so targeting the heavy machine gun if he's within short range. I don't know if he is. That one there.
That one. Yeah, he's in short range.
Right, okay, so he's
hit.
Yeah, but you can stick and target. And you do, so an ordinary geezer is fine. And then everyone else is moving out of range. So that's going to be it for shooting.
Hungarian turn 2 starting step. So I've got to unpin these guns here. No, they've got. He can see he's within 6.
Yeah.
So 4.
4 should do it. Aye. You'd have to be reluctant for that not to work.
Not. This infantry platoon again, they would get a re-roll.
Yep.
Yep. So and the guns, the Pack 40s, they don't get a re-roll.
Ah, you'll be fine.
So
Right, and then 2 dice for reserves.
2 dice for reserves. Here we go. Get it.
Here they come.
No.
Nothing this turn.
Do I want to? Yeah, I'm lucky. No.
Oh, you got lucky. Don't forget the lucky. So you're going to use a lucky for a reserve.
For reserve, yes. Yes.
Hmm.
So it's going to be the Panzer 470. So where are they going to come on?
So
1,
it's
2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes the big tanks. That corner seems very popular. But you've got a 40-inch range, so you can dominate that objective even if you don't move. Hungarian turn 2 movement, and the reserves are well on the way, as you can see there, towards that objective. They're a bit strung out at the moment though, so they're not in good fighting condition, but my guys are also a bit strung out, stuck back in the factories. So Peter's going to have to try and get his Panzer 470s into good firing position. He's got a hill he could sit on, but it's blocked by another hill closer to the factories, so he's going to move up around that wood and get himself a good line of sight towards the objective, which is in the bottom right hand corner, and the approaches to it.
Turn 2 shooting. So first of all, I'm going to fire Pack 40s onto your tanks. So
Right. 1. Right. You're going for the platoon that's already got a casualty?
the platoon, yes.
No. Another one away.
I don't think they're going to be lasting much longer, these guns.
No, but if they kill a platoon of tanks, it's not bad exchange.
Let's do what we're going to do. Let's repeat bombardment over here.
Right, so this is on the mortars that are down below me, folks.
There's only 2 guns.
Right, so 3 chances to hit with then reroll successfuls.
So starting at you, right?
Right,
No.
cocked, very cocked.
How did you do that?
Yes, and no, so reroll the successful. That'll do it. But that's a save, and a pinned again.
Yeah. And then the mortars, what they are going to, what are they? I can actually see the spot I can spot for them. I think I think I'll go for the same. They'll try and range in.
You've not got the range for my...
That's right. So they're not going to do that.
No, that's why I've sat 9 where I have.
So let's go for that building.
Go for that then, right? Okay, so that'll be
5.
5 to range in then, yeah.
Okay, first attempt. Oh, cocked.
Right, so there's buckets of stuff under there. Everybody in the building. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ordinary guys and a commissar.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ordinary guys then.
That was first attempt, so it'll be 3s.
So it's 5, and then commissar.
Commissar.
Yep.
So I'm just going to roll 5 5s.
5 5.
I believe there's a game called Yahtzee where that would have been a good roll.
So the wee raised in marker can move. Good, and I think that might. Oh, shooting at the. Let's first of all, let's
MG fire and everything.
Yes, let's this slot here into here. So that would again the unpinned. So it'll be
10 dice.
10 shots. Yeah. 1, 2,
Just
3,
bring
4,
this
5, 6,
over. So this is put them in here.
3, 4, 5. They fired back, did they?
They did I. So 5s. 2 hits. Now I'll try mistaken target.
Yeah.
And I do, so it's not in the commissar. Ordinary blokes, 1 fail. No.
So that was them. Over here, who's the heavy machine gun going to go for? It'll go in here as well.
Right.
2 here.
That'll be 5s again.
1.
I'll try mistaken target, I do. And then the save's okay. That's in 1 3.
What have I got?
Got your
They're
guns
too far
still.
away. Yeah, okay, let's... well, these wee guns over here, one in there.
Right.
I think the other one can't shoot, let's see.
You've got two that can fire at this building.
Right.
So long range sixes. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try mistaking target because you probably want to get a machine gun. Yep. So two saves, one fail. Not a kill.
That might be, I think it's 4. Let me just check.
That'll be fine. It's a 40 mil, so it'll be okay.
It's a 4 up, yeah.
And another one, it can go for machine gun down here.
Yes, let's go for the machine gun. So
Right.
that long range concealed
Sixes.
6s.
Turn 3. Soviet turn 3 starting step fox. So we've got to try and unpin these guys. They've got a reroll and they're okay. Got to unpin the big nasty mortars. And they don't, which is unfortunate. Because they need them to try and kill off the pack 40s. And that's it for motivation, so on to movement. Soviet turn 3 movement. In the factory again, I'm going to charge my infantry across the open ground. I'm going to successfully make a follow me that gets some of them into bulletproof cover in the next factory, and that would put them one turn away from an assault on the objective in the woods opposite. The red banner infantry you can see there, they're going to keep following up behind them. And even though I'm very scared of those pack 40s, it's time for my T-34s to make a move. One platoon with the HQ is going to move up to take them on, and the other ones, they're going to move into the factory to try to keep moving forward, hoping that the pack 40s will be dealt with by one platoon of T-34s plus the artillery. Soviet turn 3 shooting. So I'm going to start with my big mortars that are down out of sight, down to the right. They're already ranged in on your gun, so nearest me then.
Yep.
Oh, goodness sake, one.
One. So I've got to save it.
Yep. Dead. Right, is there still one infantryman in that house?
Yes, I think let me just check. Yes.
He's missed. Right, so what I'm going to do then is, got a platoon of T-34s. They're going to, in fact I'm going to start off with a heavy machine gun, which is way down the table. Because you can still see that one that's sticking out from behind the house.
Sixes needed.
And then the T-34s are at short range. What are they going to do? Main gun's got to be on. And the HQ. Oh.
That was good shooting. Can you not do that all the time?
I usually do, to be honest with you. That one gun will just gub that final platoon. Now, I've got my 6 tube mortars down to the left here. They're going to try and repeat. So, first gun, second gun, both hit.
Both it. So, first gun.
Nope, four up, yeah.
And then second gun. So both possible.
First, second, oh, give me a break. See, if I finished them off, I could have then started turning them on infantry and so on, and then maybe making a bit of progress over here. My guys are going to stay on the ground here because there's absolutely no point in shooting infantry against with their rifles, not against dug in stuff. So I think that's going to be it, to be honest. Soviet turn 3 shooting. So I'm going to start with my big mortars that are down out of sight, down to the right. They're already ranged in on your gun, so nearest me then.
Yep.
Oh, goodness sake, one.
One. So I've got to save it.
Yep. Dead. Right, is there still one infantryman in that house?
Yes, I think let me just check. Yes.
He's missed. Right, so what I'm going to do then is, got a platoon of T-34s. They're going to, in fact I'm going to start off with a heavy machine gun, which is way down the table. Because you can still see that one that's sticking out from behind the house.
Sixes needed.
And then the T-34s are at short range. What are they going to do? Main gun's got to be on. And the HQ. Oh.
That was
See?
good shooting. Can you not do that all the time?
I usually do, to be honest, like. That one gun will just gub that final platoon. Now, I've got my 6 tube mortars down to the left here. They're going to try and repeat. So, first gun, second gun, both hit.
Both it. So, first gun.
Not
fours needed.
4 up, yeah.
And then second gun. So both possible.
First, second. Oh, give me a break. See, if I'd finished them off, I could have then started turning them on infantry and so on, and then maybe making a bit of progress over here. My guys are going to stay on the ground here because there's absolutely no point in shooting infantry against with their rifles and that against dug in stuff. So I think that's going to be it, to be honest.
So Hungarian turn 3 starting step. My artillery is pinned.
Right.
So
HQ's there for a reroll.
not
Are they fearless?
They're not fearless. No, I think they've got a last stand, maybe a 3, but they're just confident.
Right. And so that leaves an unpinning on that.
What's he? Before I roll it, so I know what I'm rolling for. He needs a last stand of so confident 4 to unpin. And then it's a last stand. He's got a last stand of 3.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so he's
Bye. T-34s.
Anything else?
That's it. You got any more reserves to come in?
Yes, I've got. Did they come on automatically? Or?
Yeah. If it's just your armour cars, yeah.
So
So
where are they going to come on?
1, 2, 3, 4
Over here.
in the town.
Over the town.
Yeah, which is better for me because I didn't want them able to machine gun these guys. Hungarian turn 3 movement, and Peter's got a bit of a conundrum at the wood on the bottom right there. Does he move forward to get in front of the objective? Because it's always better to defend in front of the objective. You push the enemy further away and you can fall back more easily. But then he may get attacked. Well, he probably will get attacked when he's not dug in by the Hero motor rifles. So he's decided he's going to dig in where he is, and he successfully does that. The Panzer 470s are going to move up. They can now get line of sight on the factory and start shooting up the Hero motor rifles in there. And the armour cars are going to get themselves onto the road surface so that next turn they can road dash up towards the objective on the top right.
So, Hungarian turn 3 shooting. I'm going to shoot. Let's start over here into the building. Where are your guys are? Can I see you?
Yeah, I'm upstairs, downstairs, so you're no bother at all. So one's at long range, 2 at short. So one looking for a 4. Sorry, 2 looking for a 4, 1 looking for a 5.
So here's the 5 and the 2 4s.
Right, you want to try and hit the commissar?
Yes, please.
Take target. No. So he saves.
They can shoot.
I would say there's definitely 2 or 3 got line of sight there if you want to fire up towards this end.
Yes, may as well.
Let me see, you got one?
Well, if they don't fire, they'll be gone to ground, won't they? Whereas if they do fire, they won't be, right?
Yeah.
No, so I think
Stay on the ground.
Stay on the ground.
Why use your mortars?
Yes, they're going to go. They're going to try there. So it'll be a 5.
Yeah.
So first attempt, second attempt, second attempt.
Right. Okay. Some are in, some are out. You big look everybody. So we've got 3 ordinary and a commissar inside.
3 ordinary, 1 and a commissar. No.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
That's 4 then. That was first attempt you ranged, didn't he?
Yeah.
So there's 4. That's 4. So 1 inside. Cocked. It's okay. And then you're outside. Oh dear. See, after last time when they passed all the saves, this time they've decided, nope, you're asking too much. Which guts them, unfortunately.
So that's popped up there. Yeah, let's go back onto the repeat bombardment.
They unpinned then, did they?
Oh, they didn't.
Right. I don't think they did they?
No, they didn't.
Right, so the artillery's not firing, the mortar's firing. You plant 40?
Back 40, yes. Let's go for, what have you got here? Is that your
HQ and a platoon of 2.
it's the HQ this guy, so
Yeah.
let's go with a platoon of 2 then.
Right, so looking for force.
1 hit.
I don't know, short range. Which one do you want to go for?
Let's go for this guy.
Right, okay, I'll try mistaken target just because he's over the wall. Nope, so that guy rolls a 5. Almost, not quite.
Right, so
Oh, they've passed every 5 pound. That's really frustrating.
he's done well, that guy. And I think, do I want to shoot? There'll be 6s to hit there.
6s to hit.
6s.
I mean, bulletproof cover as well.
Oh, they may as yeah, they may as well. They may as well. Let's just. So there were 10. This wee group here. 10 dice.
Right, shoot into there.
2 hits. I know.
Mistaken target, yeah.
And they both save. Let's go for. What's going to be shooting back?
I have nothing over that side. My guys are just staying on the ground over there. They can't do a thing.
Right, yeah, he'll shoot at. He'll shoot at him.
Right. Okay. So short range, 6s.
No hits. That will do anything else. Let's try these guns again.
Right, so who you want to go for?
So the 2 guns in this
That
house.
house, right, okay, so there'll be 7s because of range.
Look at that.
That's fine. If you do the 7, you roll 1s or 2s, it doesn't matter. And then one
going for the
for a heavy machine gun down below us here, folks.
He did shoot, so he had 5
6s.
6s.
Because he's
not 7s. So 6s.
He's alright.
And that will be me.
Turn 4. So we're at turn 4 starting steps. So do these guys unpin? And they do. Do the big mortars unpin? And they do. Last stand. Reroll, he stays. Rerolls from the HQ, sorry folks. And that's it for starting step. Soviet turn 4 movement. Well, my T-34s, I was hoping to dash past the factories. I'm going to have to try and finish off the annoying Pack 40 there. If I can keep my other platoon alive by getting that Pack 40 this turn, then I'm going to have better options for dealing with the Panzer 470s, and I need to have a bit of reserve to then deal with the objective because it's protected by a Faust and a Shrek. So the red banners, they're going to keep moving up, as you can see, into the first factory, and the Hero Motor Rifles, they're just going to consolidate into that factory. I'm not going to move them forward just now. I feel that if they move into that wood without the tanks to support them, they'll just get machine gunned to bits by the Hungarians that are already there. Soviet turn 4 shooting. Let's try my 160mm mortars again against the surviving pack. What's hit? And is an infantryman still in there?
Yes, I think
he's missed.
He's missed. That's alright, so here.
See, when he comes in one gun left, folks, it's impossible to kill it. I'm going to fire the heavy machine gun that's below the camera against it. Never know. 2 hits. He's going to make his saves all day long. I may as well fire these guys against it. So the platoon first of all. Oh no.
This is going to be a 1 frag.
The 7th dice.
This is 2 1s.
That's the 7th dice where they've not rolled above a 2. 9 dices where they've not rolled above a 2, folks. That's. Well, what can you do? That means I've got to use my 6 tube battery 120s, and they miss it. See, it's impossible. There's one base of infantry is hit. He's fine. What an absolute absolute nightmare, folks. My 6 tube 8mm mortars are going to go for this one hit but a re-roll. No, just a one hit on the guy at the back.
Oh, he's well.
Well, he's perfectly fine because I can't roll above. Right, okay, so I've still got 4 T-34s over here. We're going to need 6s against your anti-tank gun. At least they got 1 above a 2. I think that's going to be it, folks. That are rubbish. Terrible. I'll go away and have a cry and get ready for the next turn.
Okay, Hungarian turn 4 starting step. So let's do try and unpin these with a reroll from the HQ. Yeah, so they are unpinned. This infantry again.
Were they?
No.
Oh, they weren't hit. Sorry, they weren't hit by that.
Yeah, so they're still pinned.
And then unpin.
Unpinned. Here we go.
I want him to just go away.
Oh,
so he's not unpinned, but he's staying because he got a 3 up last stand, folks. And that's it for motivations.
Yes.
So after a lot of thought, Peter's decided he's going to get his Panzer 470s in close. They're going to go hull down on the crest of the hill there to fire into the T-34s in the factory. And then the armoured cars, they're going to go dashing up the road as he'd planned to support the objective by the wood.
Okay, shooting in turn 4. So let's start with a repeat bombardment with the mortars.
Right, okay, doke. So I think it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 ordinary bases and a commissar.
So, that's 1. And then commissar.
So, ordinary guy, commissar. So
Okay.
they're still alive, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean that much.
This what will I go for? Let's go for the HQ.
Okay, doke.
HQ 4.
Right, I'll try this taking target and a 2, so it's going to go on this guy. Chance to kill him.
Oh,
Cool. That's the first failed firepower from them, so it's not bad going.
Repeat bombardment over here.
Right, so the artillery is going to try and hit the mortars again that are down below the camera. So, first one.
First one with a reroll.
Aye.
So
3s.
3s. No. Second one. No. And the third one. No.
So at least they're not pinned next time.
Okay. Yes, let's go.
So this guy can only see him. So roll 1 dice looking for a 3 for him. Oh, sorry, are you going for that platoon or are you going for?
I think I'm going for.
He's bailed. He's okay, he's bailed.
He's bailed. And is he within 6? So
Of that one.
You could transfer it to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I'll go. What am I going to do?
Well, you've got 2 targets here, 1 there. You could do 2 and 1.
2, yes, that'll do it. So these 2 go over there and
I'm going to go there. And then the sticking target might resolve itself anyway. So 2 against them. Yep, and then 1 against him.
No.
Oh, right. Okay, so 5 power on that one. And then 5 power on that one. So he's dead. Right.
And that will be shooting.
Turn 5. Soviet turn 5 starting steps. I've got a remount to do. A last stand. Bye. They've at least they've advanced to 3s before they ran away. A remount over there, but he's not going to get a reroll. And then an unpin once again without a reroll, but they're okay. Soviet turn 5, so I'm seeing if I can get around the flanks, and there is a possibility of him HQ doing a crazy charge, but he subsequently fails his cross check, his 2 up cross-check, folks. Something that is going to become a bit of an issue for me trying to get out of that factory. Now time is running out. Turn 6, remember, is key. So one of the T-34 platoons is going to try and keep pushing towards the objective to get behind the wood, but once again failing cross-checks. I don't seem to be having much luck with these T-34s. The Hero motor rifles, well, some of them are going to move into the wood, and a couple of them are going to do what I call the conga line attack on the Panzer IV 70s. Got 2 Faust, remember, so they could maybe shoot a couple on the way in and then get an assault against any survivors, any bailed out tanks. They're going to be keeping themselves in command, so there's no worries about that penalty for being out of command, but there will be a penalty, of course, for shooting the Faust on the move. Soviet Turn 5 shooting, folks. So what am I going to do? Well, I may as well start with my big 160mm mortars to see if...
In here.
Yeah. That's missed. See? Waste of time. The 120mm mortars, I'll just roll 2 dice, what the hell. Yes. So that's a definite hit on it. So... no. And that's caught, thankfully. 4, so he's finally dead. Oh, sorry. The 160mm mortars, did I hit the guy? No. Did the 120s hit him? No.
But you get the reroll to the...
I was doing 2 there. Right. But he's away anyway. Which means my HQ T-34, that can't go over a wall, will take 1 shot at a Panzer IV 70 and miss. 2 Faust shooting uphill, but I'm going to need 5s here because it's moved. Yep. I wanted a 2, folks. I seem to be very good at that. Where does that leave? Oh, my wee mortars at the back, 80mm mortars going for your artillery again. First one, second one's been hit. And he's saved. And, oh, right, so these might as well.
Do they start in front of them or not?
No, it's on the side. Right. But you're going to be able to get him, I would suggest. Their guns, MGs are forward firing, but I'll be able to do defensive fire. So whatever the Xaba's got.
He's got 3 machine guns. Just hitting on...
You'll be hitting me on 3s. Oh, for goodness. Well, they made a save. So we're going to hit you on 3s. Right, so that's going to go straight through because it's anti-tank 12.
Right.
So firepower is a bail, and then you've got to motivate to counter-attack.
So you're not very good in assaults. Counter-attack to 5. So break off. And
one will get killed, another one's got to break off.
And be without 6.
Yep. No, you've got to remember.
Away.
Straight away.
Right, so well, it's just got to be away from 6.
6 inches.
So I'll take that one first. He's there.
And then your armor cars can come and murder me. Get the revenge. So I can consolidate.
Do they need to be a 6 as well?
Oh, actually, they will.
Come back.
Just a couple of them just need to move. And then I'll consolidate, so at least your armor cars will have to
come and get you.
In fact, well, I'm going to go the other way. Because I may as well. That's 4 inches, not 6. I'll get slaughtered by then, but what can I do?
Okay, Hungarian turn 5 starting step. I've got some unpinning to do. This when he gets a reroll. Yeah, he's unpinned. And then the infantry. Don't get unpinned.
And I think that's it.
That's it.
Hungarian turn 5 movement is just going to be the armour cars moving up to shoot the infantry. The Panzer IV 70s have got targets, so they're going to stay put.
So I've got a machine gun, 3 machine guns each. And they're shooting at the infantry there.
Right, so Hungarian turn 5 shooting, starting with the armoured cars on the road, slaughtering my poor
12
infantry up there. These.
Right, so let me say that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you want to double up on the Commissar? Who else do you want to double up on?
Let's double up and just the guy. Yeah.
And then 2, 4, 6, 7.
Can I see that guy?
I reckon see within 2 inches of the edge.
You got it. Do you want to swap them? Or
That's. I'll try a mistaken target first. He's okay to pass mistaken target.
so
Okay, so
2
it's
goes
gonna
on to
go,
doubles up him. Yeah.
I'll go like that. So 2 on him. He's going up. One of the Commissar, he's a goner anyway. One of the guy in the open, he's a goner anyway. And the other one's okay. So total gubbin. Right.
The Tolly will have a shot.
Just one guy.
Yeah, just one guy. So
Just because of visibility. Oh no, in fact, you probably see him. That 4, 3. Who do you want in the...
can I actually see him?
I'm saying it was in 2 inches of the edge because that's...
Well, I was shooting at him, so I'd double up on him.
He's going on in the wood. He's okay. See, that's one of the big issues for me is it's just so easy to kill infantry with one single platoon armoured cars.
These guys will shoot at.
Well, you've got that and him. He's not close enough to
Is he
join.
within 6?
No.
He's within 6. Oh, he's dead as well. So they'll go for the commander.
All of them?
All of them.
Right, okay, so 3s to hit. And then roll 2 firepowers. Well, he stays, only just stays.
Okay, moving on. The artillery, the mortars. Is there anything in that building?
It's empty.
Well, I
Can't see
past the wall. He can spot for them.
Yeah, because is he spotting for anyone?
No.
I see you
the
mean now.
spotter there
Aye,
has moved.
so you're going to be using your artillery without a spotter.
So I'll add
Aye.
one to the.
So he can spot over there?
Yeah, so can I get it within?
I would say it's
without
fine. I'd say it's fine.
Or maybe not.
No, it's fine.
So first attempt, second attempt, and third attempt. So get the third attempt. So hitting in 5, 3, 4, 5, sixes. So what have you got here?
Oh, right, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ordinary guys.
1.
And 1 Commissar.
So that's no. Let's see. 2 guns.
Right.
So it'll be
Okay, so 3 mortars.
4 to
Okay,
hit,
folks.
4 to hit with a real.
Yeah,
So
first one.
Nope. Second one. Nope. Third one. Nope.
I'm not doing anything
I think that's going to be all my shooting.
Right, anything else?
I'm out shooting scoot. I think these guys will shoot and scoot.
Right.
Try. Nope.
Never works for a veteran for some reason.
That'll be me then.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Turn 6. Soviet turn 6 starting step. Does the HQ go back in?
Oh, he loves it.
6s, I'm beginning to forget what they look like. Do they unpin? They do. HQ's with them. Does he get back in? He does. That's nice. Do they unpin? They don't. Do they stay? Nah. But there's only 2 basic left, folks. They tried, but it's impossible, to be honest, to make progress against all that artillery and MG fire. So that platoon is gone. I've only got one thing within 8 inches of that objective now, so I have to keep pressing forward. They've got to somehow get through the storm of armoured car fire to take that, so we'll see what happens, but I'm not very hopeful. Soviet turn 6 movement. I'm going to continue to try to get my T-34s over these nasty walls that they seem to have difficulty with, but making a little bit of progress there, getting them around the side, out of line of sight of Panzer 470s, but able to shoot up some armour cars. They might be the biggest threat to me just now. And the Red Banner Infantry are going to try and deal with the Panzer 470s. They've got Faust, remember, if they can get in for the assault, they're going to hurt them. Right, so Soviet turn 6 shooting. I might as well start with 2 T-34s. I can't do anything else except shoot armoured cars. Short range. 1 hit, so that'll go straight to firepower. Of course, my T-34s are really struggling with the dice today. So I'm aiming at the end guy. I don't think I can... You could try to swap it to the next guy, but that'll be about it. 2 5s looking for 6s at the Panzer 470s. Oh, right, so that's 12 though. 12 against 9.
9.
Oh, failed.
Destroyed. Put it on.
Make that one there.
Get some smoke.
Right, some artillery. I'm going to start by ranging in my 120s, which are just behind where the camera is, folks, and they're going for your mortars. So I can see up that line there, but they've got a range in. Which they don't. Fantastic, well done guys. I might as well try my 160s on them too. I'll see if they're ranging first then, right. Okay, they can, so I've got to figure out line of sight, see what I can actually see. Right. No, it's going to be tricky. No, for the eligible spotting teams. I reckon I'm only going to be able to get a couple at that. I'll be able to get a couple.
Okay.
So, one guy, another guy, near guy, far guy, both are hit though.
So I'll oh no, that's not this one.
Right.
One.
Oh, for goodness sake. I 2 up firepower, folks. I just cannot buy a kill today, though they somehow have managed to luck out. So, my other medium mortar is going for the artillery again. Just 1 hit.
Oh.
And I failed another firepower. That's then failed 3 firepowers to kill them, folks. So it's just one of those days. So here I'm going to go in. Now, I don't think I'm close enough to get around the side, am I? Not really. So I was only going to be able to have 2 guys going in because I'm so far away. So you can defensive fire with him.
With an 8.
Nah, just out.
So he's only got 3, I think he's only got 3. Yeah, 3 machine guns. Oh, 1.
Oh, case of break, guys. And of course I roll another 2. Motivate.
So I motivate a 5. Yeah, so do I... Yeah.
If you break off, you'll have to go through that hedge.
Yeah, so I better know.
You're better to try and... If you kill me,
Yeah.
it's end of assault and you're quite happy.
But an assault, I'm a 4.
4's fine. I mean, most people get by on a 4. Well, that's the choice. If you break off, you're on a cross check, which is
a 5, so yeah, let's not do that.
So see if
here we
you
go.
get me... No, I just cannot get anything in this game, folks. Right, so it's over. I've got to fall back. These guys will have to move. The other ones are not within 6, so they don't get the opportunity to move. That was unfortunate. I was lucky to get one on the way in with a Faust, but I'd have liked to have got that other one. You can consolidate now, yeah.
Just go over here.
You still peeking over or are you behind?
I'll go back.
Right, okay.
Just so I know.
And sadly, folks, that's another terrible turn.
Okay, Hungarian turn 6 starting step, so let's try and get this guy back in. So he's reluctant, so he's 5. 4, so he's not back in. This guy with a reroll.
The artillery, he's fine.
This infantry, come on, they've got to do it this time.
No. But don't worry, they're not actually a great hindrance to you.
Well, they were going to come in. They've got to.
They'll come over here, I can use them.
The mortar.
Oh, great.
And that's last stand.
Why?
Last stand. What's he?
You best 3 up as a German.
3 up. Yes. But yes.
Oh, good. Right, so that's it for motivations. On to movement. Hungarian turn 6 movement. Well, Peter's going to get his armoured cars up on the crest of the hill there to shoot my poor infantry. Then his Panzer 470 can move over to shoot the T-34s that were out of line of sight before. And then just to help out, he's going to bring his light anti-tank guns from the square, the town square. Going to start bringing them over because they might be able to do something to the sides of the T-34s. Right, armoured cars, companies per infantry. Well, you've got 9 dice there?
9 dice there. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Looking for 4s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, so you want to hit a commissar, I'll try.
Yes.
No. Another 2. I'm going to stop saying this because it's going to sound repetitive. So the commissar survives, and then which 3 do you want?
In the open.
They're all.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter then. Just
Oh, do you want the guys nearest to you or furthest away?
nearest me. Yeah.
Right, okay, so 1, 2, 3. So first one, second one, third one, so you're away.
And then the Toldy will do the same. 1 hit.
Try to commissar again on the same target. I do on ordinary guy. Saves. Now that was.
That's all them.
Is that 4 or 5 hits?
It was 4 hits, I think. 5
5
hits.
hits.
'Cause the last they get.
Right, Panzer 470.
Yeah, 1
You
shot.
can see one in the open.
Yeah, is it short range? It's short.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not so good.
The mortars are kind of stuck for a target touch.
Over here.
Oh, use him. I was going to say you could stick it in there anyway.
Yeah.
Right, use him to range in. There's probably one guy already under it. The template, so I keep her.
No, let's go. Let's try and do it again. So it'll be
Right.
5 to range in there. So first attempt.
Right. So 3 ordinary bases first. Just roll 3. I don't think it matters too much. The corners anyway. Commissar, and then HQ. Right. Okay, so the commissar's been missed there. Right, 3 ordinary guys. Saved. Because they're a 4 up.
So that was the first attempt. I think I'll try and rearrange in with the artillery.
Right, okay, doke.
So first attempt. I'll be re-rolling.
Second. That counts as your second. We're using him again, sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, I could use him, couldn't I? Or
Can't you do that? Can you? Suppose, it says any. So you've got 2 observers.
I'm not sure about that.
Right, that's fine. So first guy.
So I have 2 guns. So he's hit. He missed. Oh, he missed. Missed. And that's me.
Turn 7. So turn 7, do the unpin. They do. Does the HQ unpin? He does. And that's it for motivation, folks. There's not much else left alive. Soviet turn 7 movement. I spent ages trying to figure out what the hell to do. But I'm just going to go off for another crazy assault, see if I can kill some more mobile machine gun bunkers. And the T-34 HQ couldn't go over the wall down by the factory there to support the last surviving platoon. So that platoon could be in trouble next turn if I don't kill that Panzer 470. Soviet turn 5-7, I'm going to start with 5 shots at your Panzer 470 using T-34s.
Just 4.
Oh, 2. I managed at least to
2
hits.
Roll high.
I'll do it.
4.
Right, and then 2 Fausts into.
Then it's Toldy and the armoured cars.
They're all careful. 5 just into the Toldy. Then artillery, so that the 160 mortars. Got a chance of getting your. Got one. Got the guy there.
Oh, I'll pull that one again.
That's a one anyway. So yeah, he's a goner. Let me think. 60mm mortars, 80mm mortars are going to go for them again. One. It's kind of back again. Another failed 5-power, guys. That same failed. Was it 4 or 5 powers to kill that? Well, because they could have been helping out elsewhere. I think. So my 120mm mortars. Let me see. So they're ranged into the potentially to catch one mortar back here, so I may as well see if I get it. Yeah, he's been hit again.
He's dead.
He's a goner. What? It's too late because my infantry are goners. So I'll now put an assault in, 2 gunner that way, so you can do defensive fire from the Soldy. That.
Well,
let me see. Him as well, but I'll be concealed.
Right, so the total, he gets 3 shots.
Right.
Hitting just on force. 1 hit. And then this guy.
Right, okay, which guy was that?
Misses.
Which guy was that?
That was that guy.
Right, okay, and then this guy with concealment. Misses. Made the save. So 1 hit, so that'll go straight through.
Yeah.
He's a goner. Killed a Daldy, folks! Daldy Observer's dead. And then you have to motivate whatever their motivation
Well, I
is.
think they might just run away anyway. But they would. Let's see what we've got. Because their counterattacks are 6.
Right.
Let's see if I can make it. No. So,
They're going to run away for what's worth.
so they've got what you see it, as you say, go
Just
this way.
aye, straight back. So no, not closer than 6 inches. Anything outside 6 doesn't have to move. Right, and then they'll have to
Back off. Is it
just the one.
Yeah.
And they'll be pinned as well, because if you break off, you're pinned. And then I get to consolidate to live another turn.
Okay, what are we on to?
Turn 7.
7.
So you've got motivations.
Yes, lots of stuff to do. So let's try and get him back.
Remake the Saba thing.
Saba. So he 5. He's a reluctant. He's 5. No, he's still there. Unpin these guys. Nope. Unpin these guys.
Aye, the artillery. Yep. The infantry have been trying to unpin forever.
This is their moment. Yes.
These guns as well.
All right. So I don't think they know that, but that will keep them.
And then last stand.
Last stand here. This is the important one, Frank.
Well, I wouldn't mind if you ran away.
This is important. So I just need a 3.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Didn't have to rub it in with a 6. Bloody hell.
Does that mean can I stay the next turn as well?
You probably. I don't think it'll matter. I think there'll be nothing over here next turn.
All right.
Hungarian turn 7. So Peter's going to move his armoured cars to deal with my infantry again. He's keeping them busy. He's keeping them away from the objective. So he's quite happy in that respect. And he's also finally going to get to move that platoon of infantry that have been stuck in the town square forever. You know, even with a reroll from the HQ, this is the first turn they've actually managed to unpin. So they're coming across to finish off the infantry.
Shooting then. Try and shoot these guys. So 3. Come on, boys. This is critical. Oh, 1 hit.
Straight to 5 power.
Oh, that's shocking.
Which one do you
Just
want?
one in front over.
This one here?
Yeah. Right. Armoured cars.
Okay, now there's 2 different units here. It's a HQ.
Alright. Alright.
And you can only see 2 bases, so you can force me to join.
Right. So I'll go for that then.
Right, so for force.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 4, no. 5.
3 on the HQ. He's a goner, and then 2 on the other geezer. He's okay, so I'm going to try my warrior save, which I make, so it's now like that.
Oh, no. Well, these guys may as well, these 2 may as well shoot.
Yeah, I'm uphill, so everybody can never go on.
But they're concealed.
Concealed, so it'll be 5s.
Right, so what I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 in the Shrek.
So 1 and then
Shrek.
Shrek. Okay, 6 is it? Oh, right, you missed.
Bulletproof cover though, because I'm behind a wreck.
Well, he may as well shoot as well, shouldn't he?
Yep. All 3 of them can have a go then. Looking for 3 dice in, looking for 5s.
1 hit.
Okay.
No. They can't. They
Yeah, currently ranged down
there.
here.
And that, if they can't see that, so no, I can't see behind the hill. That's what they're going to do. What are they going to do? Yeah, they'll try and range. They'll need to try and rearrange in here.
Right, so they're going to,
Using.
the guys are going to try and rearrange in on the mortars that are below us just now.
Yeah, so I think it's 4.
4, yeah.
First attempt, second attempt. Oh. Third attempt.
Okay, so it'll be 5 with a reroll then.
5. So the first one.
Yep.
Oh no, and the second one. Oh, very close.
And then third one.
Oh, yeah, third one. Yeah. No.
With a ranged hit.
Yes.
And your mortars are pinned. So, are you going to assault me here?
If I can't, I've got.
You can.
I'm within 4.
Yep. See, where is my tape?
Yes. So what?
You'll be able to get
2
to
in.
the side 1 here. I will be able to do defensive 5 from here because that was on the crest of the hill and you're up against that. But it's not a lot like it. You're talking 5 dice of defensive 5.
So what do you think? You can get 1 in there.
2 there
2 there, and then
and 1
1.
round there.
Yeah. Right. So.
Here you're going to be concealed. Just 1. I think just 1. 1 save.
Saves.
Right, so 3 clobbers against him. He's a goner. Now, I'm going to do my warrior save first, right, because it is important.
Give me back my smoke. Steal my smoke.
Right, so take him away. No, in fact, I'll take him away. Because the commissar doesn't get a Faust. Right,
And so are they still within 4?
yeah, that's what I'm going to now decide if I want to counter attack. I'll see what the dice say. With a reroll, yes. So, yeah, what the hell? Might as well go out in a blaze of glory rather than a failed motivation. So, this
a
one
2.
and that one. He's dead. And then you have to motivate.
Right. I think it'll be a 4. 5 full platoon. Yeah, 4.
Well, so you can close up. You can close up. So hit against my HQ first,
HQ.
and then against the other guy.
Oh.
And then I have to motivate. And that 2. So against your guy, and then the other guy. That's cocked. Give me a break. Phew, he's away. And then you can motivate.
No.
So you've got to break off. And then I can consolidate.
So they'll have to break off.
No, they weren't an assaulting. Turn 8. I don't know how, folks, but turn 8. Starting step for Soviets turn 8. So, got a remount with a reroll. Gets in. Now, they guys didn't actually get pinned. No, they were forced to join. I think they're pinned because he was forced to join the unit. So it counted as one. So do they unpin first of all? Yes. Does he HQ unpin? I'll have to check to see if he's actually fearless. I think he is, but I don't know. He might not be. Does the unit run away? No. But I'll see if he's unpinned. It'd be embarrassing if he isn't. And I think that is it for motivations. Soviet turn 8 movement sees my tiny little rump of infantry going to the rear of the Panzer 470. See if we can take that out. And the T-34s are finally passing cross-checks, getting over walls, placing himself in cover in woods and so on, so that I'm staying within 8 inches of that objective, but getting all my surviving guns pointed at the Panzer 470. Turn 8 shooting. I love how Peter always have these quick decisive actions. I will start by what am I going to do? My mortars might as well try and kill your artillery. This turn I've hit both of them.
Both of them. So this one
saved.
This one. Potentially
not feel firepower, folks, but don't worry about it. They're going for
they're
going for a record. So what I'm going to do is use my 6-barreled. Well, actually, I'll tell you what first. He's going to take a couple of pot shots.
There, right?
Just 2. Can only hit one guy, gets 1 hit, and he's fine. The other one in the house is behind us here a bit.
This one?
Yep, the blue roof is going to shoot up the road at whoever's in range. And that'll be 2 hits.
Is it coming in here? So
these guys here.
So those 2 guys.
Is that HMG part of the platoon?
No, he's
right. Okay.
Oh yes, he is, but he didn't move.
He didn't move, so you can try and he's taking target on him for bulletproof cover.
Let's try it.
No, so just 2 saves. You're fine. Right, so the 6 barrels, where are they going to go for? Oh, they've no fire shot either, have they? Right, I'm going to use him then to try and range him.
Yeah.
Right, oh, well, I'll try to be ambitious and kill them. I'll try, no, I'll go for them.
Over here?
Yep, 3, 3, 6, so 3rd attempt. So I reckon I don't think I can get him.
So it's just...
It's going to be 2 guns and 3 infantry.
Right.
So the 2 guns, no. Shrek, infantry, no, because that was the 3rd attempt.
Right.
But ranged in there now. And then I'm going to use my 6-barrel 120s looking up the road to go for like that point there. Third attempt again. So 3 guns. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that one and that one are hit.
Yeah,
Are you ducking?
No.
Right, that's a save anyway. And save. Shrek, command and ordinary base. So the Shrek's been hit. He's okay.
Did he reroll?
You don't, but I need to reroll misses. Right, okay, so 2 other infantry and nope, and 1 gun. Yeah, another gun's hit. And it's fine. Right, I think that's that. So it's on to shooting. So I'm going to do a Faust in the back. So I'll need a 5 to hit you. No. Then I'm going to be doing 2, 4, 5. 5 shots from the T-34 platoon. Just 2.
2 hits.
Same as last turn. And with the save looking.
4, 9,
HQ hits you as well. Just won't fail the saves. It's got to be a 1 or 2 to fail, but that'd be nice. So it's going to be these two running in for an assault, so it's in your rear. You do have a Saba. Oh no, it's blocked line of sight by a bailed one.
Well, would he be in there?
Actually, let me see.
Oh.
Right, okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, only one of them's got a Faust. Only one of them's going to go in.
Okay, so he's
So, try and clobber you.
3.
Yep, so you're bailed.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yep, so they'll get killed. And then I'll consolidate behind the wreck. And your armor cars can come and finally finish.
They're not easy to hit, to kill these guys. We've tried. We have tried.
The fact that there's only one base from the platoon left suggests otherwise. Right, I'm going to try a shooting scoot with 2 T-34s that include, because the HQ's not moved. 4, yep. Want them to come out, offer some protection to them, and that'll be it.
Turn 8.
Turn 8. So motivations.
Well, let's get everything going. So
Right, do your artillery on pin again. Yeah, they're not bothered.
Now they want to try and unpin.
Oh yeah, the mortars behind the house.
Oh no, well, they're not unpinned. Do they hang around? No, they go away.
Yeah, come on, but they've not really got anything left to shoot at, to be honest. So you've got your
guns.
little guns.
There. No, I think he's in there. So okay, so
They unpin,
unpinned.
and then the platoon infantry beside them. HQ's away over there now, so they don't unpin.
That's shocking. They've been terrible.
Right, so we'll see what movement there is. Hungarian turn 8 movement. Peter's moving his armor cars over to try and finish off my infantry. There's only 2 bases left now, so he should be able to deal with them. And then he's also going to bring his guns up the road, and they're going to keep moving up again. But you know, they've got a long way to go before they can do anything, but he's going to bring them up. What he doesn't do, and he thinks about it, is he doesn't move his infantry that are holding the objective at all. There's an opportunity there to move in for an assault against reduced defensive fire, but if he gets it wrong, if it doesn't go well, you know what assaults are like, folks, they can go just about any way, then that objective could be exposed, so he's going to decide to just keep the platoon by the wood, dug in, got on the ground. So you're turning to shooting, Peter, where do you want to start?
Shooting, what are we going to start then? Let's get rid of these guys.
Right, so you're going to shoot the HQ, force him to join the platoon,
Yes.
looking for force.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one more. Right. So is that 5 altogether?
Right, 3 on the HQ,
Yeah.
2 on... He's away.
Okay. Hey gosh, artillery. Let's try and.
Right, so they're going to be ranging in, folks.
Well,
Those guys there on the guys
yes.
under the camera. I'm not bothering to move it, but going for the heavy mortars again.
So number 1, no. Number 2, no, it's almost a 1, isn't there?
Nearly. So you got that one.
That one.
Chance to kill.
Yeah.
Right, there's actually a dead mortar.
Hey.
Right.
That was, so I'll move them back as well. Just
Oh, aye, yeah.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the shooting. They're not going to shoot. Well, I may as well try and assault these guys.
Oh, right, okay. What's your side armour?
It's we don't have any. It's 1.
Right, let me see. This guy's probably just got some rifles. submachine gun. So
3
it'll be
shots.
3 dice at a tank of what? Well, I can't hurt you. Right, so just run in.
We're going to get, like that.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not very good in salt, so it's a 5 up.
You just need 1 5 up, and these are going up. Or a 5 or a 6. Right, folks, after a ridiculous marathon game session, we're just going to call it a draw. My HQ in this platoon is just going to position himself where they're as safe as possible from assaults, but within 8 inches of that. And it's possible you could get them up to deal with them, but it would take forever. So we think a draw is a fair result. In terms of formations, I've still got 1, 2, 3 platoons in my tanks, and 1, 2, 3 platoons in my infantry. So I'm not about to break. Peter's not about to break. So Peter, what did you think?
It was, I thought it was quite going to be a tough ask for me to get over there, but I think luckily I managed to get infantry on first turn. I managed to, and they came on here, so it was reasonably close to the objective, so they got onto the objective quite quickly, and then I got my tanks and my armoured cars on.
To be honest, it is a terrible game if the defender doesn't get onto the objective quick, because we've played this before where there wasn't any terrain in the way and just went like 25 inches, was there for turn 3, he didn't kill me, and that was the end of the game. That was just terrible.
But no, I think I was maybe too gung-ho with my Panzer IVs, because they did quite well.
The danger was you had them too close to my Faust
Infantry,
armed.
yeah.
Because there was no real threat. I think you actually lost one to shooting, or did you?
I think, I can't remember.
Oh no, it was a Faust. Was it a Faust?
I think it was a Faust. Yeah.
But it's like these Soviets, they do at least have Faust so they can go after tanks, but it's kind of like I thought, folks, but I'm always up for giving it a try with infantry. They're just not going to get to where you need to get to if you're attacking. Like one platoon of armoured cars can destroy an entire platoon of infantry, so you could spend like 3 points on armoured cars, 15 points in a platoon of infantry, and they say, well, come across open ground if you wish, steam in, and all dead. And I just seem to be unable to get across walls today. It would have maybe would have got up with a bit more support quicker if I could do better cross checks. But it was never going to be straightforward and easy for me, I don't think. But I never felt at any point I was going to take the objective. We were talking at the end, Peter, you thought you maybe missed a turn.
I could have maybe tried to go in. I would have got 2 tanks defensive firing.
Yep. Hitting on 5s.
So
and you'd be hitting me on, what was it, 4s and 5s.
5s for the Shrek.
You may well have got 2 of them. But if you didn't, then maybe we would have left that defensive for platoon. But in terms of results, if this was a tournament, it's the same. Except I would maybe get a win. If you were away from that objective and driven off. Because that's always a danger if you're a defender, folks, especially if you are not in front of the objective. If you launch an assault and you end up driven off, you might not be within 4 inches of the objective.
And I've only got 3 teams that are within 4 of the objective there, so I'd had to use them well, maybe not.
Well, you could have moved more up, but
back.
there's that break off and then you're not dug in. So it's a risk. It's do I want to try and win, or do I
not want to lose?
Want to make sure the opponent doesn't win? Because either way, it ends up as a draw or a loss, if you see what I mean. At least I had a wee bit of fun chasing my infantry around against assault guns. But apart from that, it was brutal. And I couldn't, it's like, unbelievable, I killed 2 of them straight away, right? And then spent the rest, every single turn, 1 or 2 dice failed to kill with firepowers. And then this wee Pack 40 platoon, and that's the thing, folks, a wee platoon attack, Pack 40s like that against aggressive medium armour can do so much damage because they're so hard to kill. They're 3 up safe, and when you get whittled down and you've only got maybe 1 or 2 left, there's less dice for artillery to roll to hit as well. So they actually become in some ways harder to kill, you know, by artillery, which is supposed to be the killer for anti-tank guns. So that was a real nuisance, but it was a long shot. But hopefully it let you see a few interesting lists, folks. Hungarians and Berlin Soviets. So, any last thoughts, Peter?
No. I'll just have to go back and rethink tactics.
A lot depends on the mission. If they could have been hanging back with a clear field of fire behind a line of infantry, then that's when they started coming to their own. But when they have to get into a knife fight, then it's not so good. But there you go, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing or for dropping into the channel from time to time to see what we're up to. And if you'd like to help out, if you hit the subscribe button and then if you hit the bell button, that means we'll definitely see you all on the next one. Cheers, folks. Turn 1. Soviet turn 1, turn summary. In terms of movement, these have edged up, but they're keeping behind the terrain because they will get ambushed. So try and keep them alive and at long range as possible from the ambush. Some infantry are moving up to here. They're exposing themselves to a great degree there, unfortunately, folks, but I want to try and get into that terrain and at least support the flank of my tanks from any ambush attack. The infantry over here, that's the red banners, have moved into here and here. And this red, the rest of that platoon stayed put. So because it's meeting engagement for the attacker, all this artillery can do nothing. Which meant just a tiny wee bit of shooting from here against him and from him, but needing 6s and 7s, no hits. So not much of a start for the Soviets.
Okay, Hungarian turn 1 summary. Popped my ambush over here, and I got reserves with my first roll, and I chose to bring on the infantry, and they come on in this corner randomly. So they are rushing to the...
Yeah, they did a dash and a follow me.
To try and get to the objective. So that was all the movement. Shooting over here, I must have killed one tank.
Yeah, you got two hits.
Yes.
Because of the long range concealment.
Bounced one and killed another one. The mortars ranged in on them and killed a couple of infantry riders. The big artillery here managed to range in on the heavy mortars. But one hit, but he made the save. And then there was shooting over here from the infantry and these wee guns. This infantry managed to kill one. And then shooting over here at the infantry in this house, again managed to kill one.
With MG fire.
MG fire, yes. And that was it.
Turn 2. Soviet turn 2, turn summary. So starting with motivations, these guys unpinned. The mortars unpinned and the infantry over in the house unpinned. Then in terms of movement, a little bit of movement. The HQ has jumped over to here, along with one from the platoon. So everyone else is going to be staying put and not shooting. These infantry are moving over. The infantry unpinned on top of here, apart from him, are in that house. And then those guys stayed put because it would just be suicide to move forward. So the shooting was mostly artillery and everything managed to range in. So the mortars, the ordinary 82mm mortars, managed to get 2 of the artillery pieces, which is very good. And then over here, the 160mm mortars ranged in and then just missed. They killed that base of infantry in his house, but 3 chances, just went for 4s, missed. They're the real killers. So I had to range in the 120s and they got 1 of the Pak 40s. But if they unpin, that's still 4 shots to come back at them. If I get rid of them, I can start to think about moving them up through here. But at the moment, if they move up, they're really just going to be asking for trouble, and I've got a bit of time to work my way over to there. So for me, it was really just a bit of artillery and positioning this nasty platoon of infantry.
Okay, so Hungarian turn 2 summary. Unpinning, everything unpinned, the guns unpinned, the infantry unpinned, Pak 40s unpinned, and this infantry platoon unpinned. And then I got well, I rolled 2 dice for ambush, for reserves, failed, but used my lucky card to get my Panzer IV 70s in.
And they came in that corner again.
In that corner again. So the infantry moved up there towards the objective. They moved on, and that was the only movement. And then we went on to shooting. Over here, managed to kill 1 tank with my Pack 40s, and then the mortars ranged in the house first time. Did I get any hits?
You got 5. But 5 hits in a row, 5 5s.
You saved them all. And then the 2 guns here, big bombardment over here, but
you got 1 hit. You had to re-roll successfuls, but you got 1. But then I managed to re-roll successful saves.
Twice, and then this looks like over here, shooting at the infantry. Shooting here, nothing, no kills here. But what was it? The
it's HMG? A gun. One of your guns.
One of these guns into there. That was it.
Turn 3. Soviet turn 3, turn summary. In terms of motivation, everything was fine except, unfortunately, for these guys. You know, they're the guys that are going to re-roll misses, so it would have been good to have them to finish off the Pack 40 platoon. In terms of movement, tactical movement going here, staying in concealment. These guys doing a cross here just to get over and keep moving. I've no idea if staying back there, I mean, he's more than capable of rolling a 6 to finish them off, so keep moving. These guys moving up will be following me, some of them in there. These guys will be following me, moving through here. Them staying put, and in fact, not even shooting is a waste of time. They might as well stay going to ground. So in terms of shooting, the 160 mortars managed to get another Pack 40. The 80mm mortars had 2 chances on a 4-up to kill the remainder of those 2 artillery pieces and rolled 2 2s, which wasn't very good. These guys fired at him, short range, and couldn't roll above a 2. So if that gun unpins, it could finish off that 1 platoon. I suppose it's got to stay as well. So I was kind of hoping to get rid of them this turn, so that's a bit of a problem because there's plenty of support coming over. And these guys are going to get in a position to dig in. So I wonder if there's going to be a bit of a clash here. That could be quite interesting. So, over to Hungarian turn 3.
Okay, turn summary, unpinning. Artillery failed to unpin. My last Pack 40 unpinned and managed to do a last stand. And I think that was that it.
Final reserves.
Reserves come on. So no problem with that. Armoured cars, and they come on in this section. I'd like them to be up.
That would have been a lot better.
But they're on the road now, so hopefully they'll scoot up the road. I think that was everything, and then shooting.
Movement first.
Movement, sorry. So they moved. This is tactical. They didn't move. They dug in. The armoured cars moved up here. That was it. And then shooting, we fired at the infantry in here, but didn't do any damage. Pack 40 it managed to kill 1 more of that platoon. They couldn't fire. The mortars ranged in here.
Held 3 bases this turn, folks.
Got 3 bases. That was great. So
they're really reduced now. I think there's only about 5 of them left. 6 left, so that's not enough to deal with that many infantry.
Infantry were shooting at these, but no damage. No damage. And that was us.
Turn 4. Soviet turn 4 starting step. Everything was fine in terms of unpinnings, last stand. In terms of movement, these T-34s took tactical out to here. They stayed put. Infantry stayed put, though some moved into bulletproof cover because the mortars are going to kill them. This platoon has moved up into here to get killed by the mortars after they've all been killed. And then in terms of shooting, oh, what an absolute waste of time, folks. These 2 tanks fired here. Now remember last time they couldn't roll above a 2 to hit. They didn't go above a 2. They rolled 9 dice against them so far and not got above a 2. These guys tried to help needing 6s. At least they got 1 5, but everything else was a 1 or a 2. Then he was hit by the 160s, but made his save, and then missed by the 120s. He had a couple of hits on him, needing 6s, but he made his saves. And that was it, folks. I'm really getting nowhere. And you know, I need my T-34s to stay alive. That's why I'm concentrating to try to get rid of him. If he runs away next turn, then that's not so bad. I can then use my artillery to try and deal with the mortars to try and keep these guys alive, but that's not really happening. And I haven't... Oh yeah, I forgot. I had a chance to kill one of those guns as well on a failed save, but once again, I failed my firepower. I actually failed to do my reroll miss as well, but I'm not worry about that. Right, so over to Peter for his turn 4.
Turn 4 summary. Artillery managed to unpin. The
His gun didn't unpin.
Pack 40 didn't unpin, and the infantry didn't unpin.
But the Pack 40 stayed.
But he stayed, yes, he's got a good stay. So, and that was all then. Movement. The Panzer IVs come up here to take shots at the tanks. The armoured cars from shooting around here, they dashed around here. And that was all the movement. And then shooting. These guys managed to kill and bail one. And then this, with his one shot, managed to
failed firepower to kill.
Bail him. And that was...
Why, the mortars...
Mortars didn't hit.
No, I think you got one.
But he saved them all.
Yeah, but they still pinned.
And then over here...
You missed.
I missed.
Because you were down to rerolls.
Rerolls. Missed them all. And that was...
But
Yeah.
it's getting... And now my cars are coming over to help the infantry against my infantry. So it ain't looking good, folks. Well, it's looking good for Peter.
Well...
Turn 5. Soviet turn 5. So in terms of motivation, he didn't get back in and ran away with a reroll. He didn't get back in without a reroll. The infantry unpinned. I think that might have been it for motivations. So in terms of movement, a couple of infantry moved off for assaulting purposes. The rest have moved into here. Failed a cross check. He passed his cross check. He tried to get around the side, so it was going to be 1, 2, 3 cross checks. First wall, he only needs a 2, so he rolled a 1. And these guys, as you can see, are continuing to move over. And then in terms of shooting, they managed to miss the one single gun and the infantry as well, I think. But the 120mm mortars dealt with him. They managed to get one hit on the guns behind those houses, but made it reroll successful saves. They tried to fire Faust on the way in against him and missed, needing 5. So they went in for the assault. There was some defensive fire from one of them. 3 hits, but they made the saves, bailed it in the assault, then they broke off. They've consolidated into a zone of complete death. But I need to be up there. And, you know, turn 6 next turn, folks. I can't be hanging back here. I have to be going that way. So I've killed a Panzer 470. But my guys are thinking, how are we supposed to take that objective?
Turn 5 summary. Is that right?
Yep.
The artillery unpinned. This infantry failed again.
Even with a reroll.
Reroll. That was all. Then movement. They didn't move. The armoured cars moved up to take shots at the infantry. Nothing else moved. Shooting. The armoured cars decimated that platoon. A couple.
Only one base that was in line that was eligible survived.
Over here, these two were shooting at the HQ. I hit him, but
2 failed firepowers.
That was shocking.
But he passed his remount.
Yes. And then
Failed shooting scout.
they ranged in.
Aye.
Third attempt in here, but
Just a one hit.
one hit, but saved it. And then over here, he's not got an observer now, so he's hitting in
Yeah.
4s
That's-
and re-rolling. So
Those guns are still alive, folks.
they failed. Yeah, and that was it.
Turn 6. Soviet turn 6 turn summary. So in terms of motivation, everything was fine. In terms of movement, well, I've set these guys off after Panzer 470s. Still failing cross checks on a 1, folks, to go over walls, so he's still stuck. which meant I couldn't push on as I wanted. I'm within 8 of that with a couple of tanks, so they stayed put to do some shooting. And so in terms of shooting, they managed to bail. Well done, guys. An armoured car. These guys managed to actually kill with a Faust on the way up. And then needing a 6 to hit. And then on the way, well, I'll come to that in a minute. And then artillery, let me think. So the big 120 battery didn't range in. Those guys there did. They were already ranged in. So there, the 6 tube 80mm mortars once again failed a firepower to kill one of those guns. Here, the 120 didn't range in, the 160s did, but failed a 2 up firepower to kill a mortar. And then over here, I lost 1 to defensive fire. I then, needing a 3 to hit with a Faust, guys, which would have ended it, rolled a 2. Needing a 5 to counter-attack, he did, and then killed me, and then consolidated to there. So that didn't go very well. So the game is still on, but I've got almost nothing offensive left.
Turn 6 summary. What happened? This wee armoured car failed to get back in. They unpinned. This infantry
still not unpinned. And you've been wanting to try and bring them over to help over here.
Yes. Okay. Movement. These little guns have started to move over this way. This Panzer IV.
Oh, you passed the last stand too.
That's the last stand. Yeah. Sorry. Got a shot there. The armoured cars moved up here with the Toldy to get shots at the infantry. That was all the movement. Over here, lots of shots with it.
They survived that really well, to be honest.
Yeah, who killed them? Was it?
I think it was a mortar shot and one dice machine gun fire from there.
Yes. He missed that guy there.
There was mortars and
artillery.
100mm artillery both ranged in to get all of them. And it was the 100mm that actually got it.
And that was everything. That was me.
So over here, folks, is this intact infantry platoon. So I don't see them worrying too much about 3 bases infantry who will be dead next turn anyway. There's a few tanks, but he can deal with 2 of them in 1 turn if his luck turns. So we'll see if I can do anything in turn 7. Now I have to be within 8 inches of that objective or it's game over. Turn 7. Soviet turn 7, everything was fine in terms of motivations, folks. So in terms of movement, still can't go over walls, people. The amount of ones I've rolled to try and cross walls. So he stayed put, didn't leave him a firing opportunity. He moved over, so 5 shots against him. These guys kind of moved up into an assaulty position and used their Faust on the way in. That was about it. So when it came to shooting, they got 2 hits, but it was 2 saves. Here, they got no hits on the way in. My artillery once again failed a firepower to kill one of those guns at the back there, folks. That's 4 or 5 that failed. And I did eventually get a couple of mortars with a combined firepower of these and these. I might have forgot to reroll misses on my... No, there was only 1 left when the 120 fired. Right, so then I went in for an assault, killed it all day. Great. The guys broke off needing a 6 to counter-attack. One of them had to break off 2. So, better come and finish me off. I'm not near breaking yet. Let me think. There's... If you kill... You've got to kill all the tanks because they've got them as part of the formation. The infantry itself, let me think though. What have they got? They've got 1, 2... Plus that'll die soon, but they're not ready to break yet, but I'm not ready to take an objective either.
Okay, so turn 7, right? 7 summary. So what happened? Unpinning, the mortars failed to unpin. They unpinned and the infantry unpinned. He failed to get back in again.
They didn't unpin.
They didn't unpin, that's right, they didn't unpin.
And then he stayed.
He stayed, yes. And he passed his last stand. They passed their last stand.
That's the mortars.
And that was it. And then movement. The armoured cars moved around here to shoot at the infantry. He didn't move. These guns didn't move because they were still pinned. And then the infantry have started to move across.
Yeah, they're finally up and about.
Finally unpinned. Shooting, this guy hit one of the tanks but failed
Another firepower. He's not having any luck.
Could be critical. These guys, I think did they kill one of the guys
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Didn't
Didn't put any bases down here, folks, but it kind of looks a bit like this.
The infantry moving across, and these guns failed. They didn't hit any, or didn't kill anything there. The artillery here tried to rearrange here, managed to rearrange third attempt, but didn't do it. Didn't hit any. The infantry then went in for an assault.
3 bases went in against 2.
And the 3 went in. They won their first.
Killed one.
They killed one, and then but then they failed their second.
Basically, the fight. No, the fight kind of went down to the wire. What was it? Maybe just 2 of them got killed in the assault. Mm-hmm. 1 backed off. He's had to make 2 successful warrior saves, or the HQ would have been dead. Mm-hmm. So they consolidated that by going, kill that big thing before we run away ourselves.
Right, and that was it. So
turn 8. I don't know how, folks, but turn 8. Soviet turn 8 summary. So in terms of motivations, let me think. Oh, what the hell was that? I think it was just unpinnings and last stand, and they were all okay. And then in terms of movement, this heavy machine gun from this platoon is still working his way over. Why not? These worked around to here for an assault. He got over, my goodness, he got over a wall, folks. So I had to move this one to get him over the wall. So they both moved into the woods, passing cross checks, those stayed put. Then on to shooting. First shot in the back, missed. These guys managed to get 3 hits in total on him. He took 5 hits and made all his saves, which is good. He's got to roll a 1 or a 2 to fail them, but that's good. Artillery. Eventually ranged in over here. This has got 2. It's got all the heavy mortars ranged in here. And over there again, I failed another firepower to kill the artillery, folks, but I don't think it's important anymore because my infantry's all dead anyway. So he ran in here into this dead zone where there couldn't be any defensive fire because he's not got forward. He's got forward firing guns. He's bailed, so that meant he had to stay out. He came in, hit with a Faust, ended up as a bail, ended the assault, killed the 2 of them. He's hiding. He's in the open. The Amakars are coming back for revenge. These that didn't shoot, platoon HQ didn't shoot, moved up with a follow me. Not a follow me, a shoot and scoot. So I'm still not taking an objective, folks.
turn 8 summary. So motivations: artillery unpinned. This platoon didn't unpin. The little anti-tank guns unpinned. Was it the last level? They failed the last turn.
I can't remember. It's been a long game.
They're away anyway.
They've gone.
They're gone anyway. And then movement. Armoured cars come round here to get shots. These moved up, and the pinned infantry platoon moved back.
Yeah, just to get out of the template. They could have dug in, but then they'd be still under the template.
Yes. And then shooting here at the 2 guys there. Got 5 hits, but didn't kill them. And then this artillery managed to kill one.
Eventually, aye.
Rerolling hits, and so that was good.
But yeah, you actually did shoot one of them.
Did I?
Shot the platoon, and then
Right, and then right.
Then you came in. Otherwise, it would have been Panzerfaust defensive fire.
Yes. I think that was
Just them coming in, they clobbered the.
And I decided to go in and assault the
HQ doesn't have a Panzerfaust, folks. Not enough points to give everybody Panzerfausts.
And that was it.
Right, folks. After a ridiculous marathon game session, we're just going to call it a draw. My HQ in this platoon is just going to position himself where they're as safe as possible from assaults, but within 8 inches of that. And it's possible you could get them up to deal with them, but it would take forever. So we think a draw is a fair result. In terms of formations, I've still got 1, 2, 3 platoons in my tanks and 1, 2, 3 platoons in my infantry. So I'm not about to break. Peter's not about to break. So Peter, what did you think?
It was, I thought it was quite going to be a tough ask for me to get over there, but I think luckily I managed to get infantry on first turn. I managed to, and they came on here, so it was reasonably close to the objective, so they got onto the objective quite quickly, and then I got my tanks and my armoured cars on.
To be honest, it is a terrible game if the defender doesn't get onto the objective quick, because we've played this before where there wasn't any terrain in the way and just went like 25 inches, was there for turn 3, he didn't kill me, and that was the end of the game. That was just terrible.
But I think I was maybe too gung-ho with my Panzer IVs, because they did quite well.
The danger was you had them too close to my Faust
Infantry,
armed.
yeah.
Because there was no real threat. I think you actually lost one to shooting, or did you?
I think, I can't remember.
Oh no, it was a Faust. Was it a Faust?
I think it was a Faust. Yeah.
But it's like these Soviets, they do at least have Faust so they can go after tanks, but it's kind of like I thought, folks, but I'm always up for giving it a try with infantry. They're just not going to get to where you need to get to if you're attacking. Like one platoon of armoured cars can destroy an entire platoon of infantry, so you could spend like 3 points on armoured cars, 15 points on a platoon of infantry, and they say, well, come across open ground if you wish. Steam in, and all dead. And I just seem to be unable to get across walls today. Would it maybe would have got up with a bit more support quicker if I could do better cross checks. But it was never going to be straightforward and easy for me, I don't think. But I never felt at any point I was going to take the objective. We were talking at the end, Peter, you thought you maybe missed a turn.
I could have maybe tried to go in. I would have got 2 tanks defensive firing.
Yep. Hitting on 5s.
So
and you'd be hitting me on, what was it, 4s and 5s.
5s for the Shrek.
You may well have got 2 of them. But if you didn't, then it maybe would have left that defensive for platoon. But in terms of results, if this was a tournament, it's the same. Except I would maybe get a win. If you were away from that objective and driven off. Because that's always a danger if you're a defender, folks, especially if you are not in front of the objective. If you launch an assault and you end up driven off, you might not be within 4 inches of the objective.
And I've only got 3 teams that are within 4 of the objective there, so I'd had to use them well, maybe not.
Well, you could have moved more up, but
back.
there's that break off and then you're not dug in. So it's a risk. It's do I want to try and win, or do I
not want to lose?
Want to make sure the opponent doesn't win? Because either way, it ends up as a draw or a loss, if you see what I mean. At least I had a wee bit of fun chasing my infantry around against assault guns. But apart from that, it was brutal. And I couldn't, it's like, unbelievable, I killed 2 of them straight away, right? And then spent the rest, every single turn, 1 or 2 dice failed to kill with firepowers. And then this wee Pack 40 platoon, and that's the thing, folks, a wee platoon of Pack 40s like that against aggressive medium armour can do so much damage because they're so hard to kill. They're 3 up save, and when you get whittled down and you've only got maybe 1 or 2 left, there's less dice for artillery to roll to hit as well. So they actually become in some ways harder to kill, by artillery, which is supposed to be the killer for anti-tank guns. So that was a real nuisance, but it was a long shot. But hopefully let you see a few interesting lists, folks. Hungarians and Berlin Soviets. So, any last thoughts, Peter?
No. I'll just have to go back and rethink tactics.
A lot depends on the mission. If they could have been hanging back with a clear field of fire behind a line of infantry, then that's when they start to come into their own. But when they have to get into a knife fight, then it's not so good. But there you go, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And as always, just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing or for dropping into the channel from time to time to see what we're up to. And if you'd like to help out, if you hit the subscribe button And then if you hit the bell button, that means we'll definitely see you all on the next one. Cheers folks.